Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip-hop, Big Boy's neighborhood. I've been waiting on this one right here. We got Blxst in the neighborhood, bro. Welcome to the neighborhood. He probably like, you've been waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is crazy.
He's like, stop this fake ass stuff, Big. No, welcome to the neighborhood, bro. You've been putting in a lot of work, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy when you see someone and you see how much work you've been putting in. And we get a chance to start celebrating you on the radio. But we don't really see all the hard work that you put in. You know what I'm saying? Because some people see something and they say, oh, you know, not overnight, not said before, but it'd be a long-ass night before a lot of people start to recognize what's going on with you talented, on your talent side, correct?
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question?
Okay, there it is. All right. Can somebody wake this motherfucker up? Hey, Blxst. And it wasn't really a question, I guess. Hey, Blxst, when did music start for you, though, bro? Did you grow up in a household full of music?
Something like that. My uncle was heavily into hip-hop. My mom used to play like Jill Scott, Lauryn Hill on her record player, so it was always in the household, but I didn't have no like church background or singing background or nothing like that.
So being that it was in the household, man, you fall in love with music. When do you fall in love with the actual act of saying that you could do music?
Man, I think fresh out of high school. Mostly seeing my cousins when they had recorded a song, and I was just like, damn, you could do this from your laptop. So I had bought a laptop. I got a laptop from the pawn shop, my dad. And I would just be on YouTube figuring out how to record myself, things of that nature. And I just fell in love with the whole.
Why did that bite you, though? You know, because you'll say, like, you grow up with it, you see it in the household, but sometimes we just stay, like, spectators. We stay the audience as opposed to being the person that want to get on stage. What was that creative thing that bit you that said, man, no, I can do this? You look at people, but when do you seriously say, nah, I'm going to invest?
I think it just felt effortless.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't feel like I was trying to do something, and it felt like therapy at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I was a quiet kid growing up, so this was my form of having a voice, you know?
When you go from saying it's therapy, quiet kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, and plus just being from LA, we got so many people that already kind of got on, and you think like, man, is the lane crowded enough? How do you take it so serious to make noise and so much history being here?
Man, it's crazy because I feel like my roots still bleed in me naturally, but I want to push the sound forward too at the same time. So whether that be working with other producers, because I produce as well.
Yes, sir.
And people may know me for a certain sound, but just collaborating, I think that's how I want to push the sound forward.
Hey, man, is there any pressures now that we do know you, we know the name, we know the music? Is there a pressure when it's starting to become like your body of music for your album and the expectations?
Not really. Just I feel like I got a fresh foot in the game right now, so I still got that room for growth, and I think people can feel that fresh energy right now.
Hey, Blxst, you say you didn't start to feel it until you like 17. What was before 17, 18, or out of high school? What was going on with you before?
Before I was
just being a teenager and a kid and everything?
Yeah, I was probably skateboarding, something like that, being bad, running around, throwing rocks at people's houses and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, those were the good old days. You know, and did you finally get your house, or you working on to your house?
Yeah, I'm working on that right now.
I hope somebody come by and throw something at your house, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, karma's going to be a mother effer for you. You're going to be somewhere, some festival around the world, and somebody going to come by, or somebody going to hit you and be like, Blxst, they done broke all the windows out your house. You know, and make sure you tap in. Are you ready for this next road, this next journey that feel like it's about to happen for you?
Yeah, I feel like I was made for it. I feel like it's that time that LA put me, you know, they give me the torch. And I feel like I'm built for that. I put in the hours for it.
Yeah, man.
I'm building my catalog, and
Why do you think so many people co-signed you or worked with you before it was the blow up?
It was a lot of groundwork before people really knew the name Blxst. Like I was producing for other artists, writing for other artists.
How do you not get stuck there, though?
Man, that's a good question. I think just consistency, like just keep going until I broke through the doors. And shout out to Bino Rideau.
Yeah.
I feel like the 6 tape was really that cracked the name Blxst.
Yeah. Why do you think so many people paid attention to that with you and Bino?
It was a certain sound. It was a new wave. It felt fresh. Bino come from the Nip umbrella. So just seeing him prosper and grow at the same time and come up with a new wave, we was just bouncing off each other energy.
Hey, man, when you see Six Tape and Six Tape 2, it's crazy because that's the thing where Nipsey said it best. I didn't need radio to get mine. I did fine.
Yeah.
And sometimes when it comes to radio 2, Blxst, it's like the streets will dictate and tell you who's the next great champ or who you got to mess with. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And it's crazy to come in and we say, oh, we sit down for an interview, but it was a lot of work before we sit down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now to sit down with you, and it's not like, oh, you earned this, because I've been peeping it. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at you now, I'm like, man, this dude, he gave a lot, but there's so much more ahead of you, it appears, man.
Thank you.
And extremely talented, too, bro.
I appreciate it.
Extremely talented, man. Now, I do want to ask where, and I know you answered this before, but where does the name Blxst come from?
So it really came from nowhere. When I was young, I just wanted to make up something cool. And Blxst, Blxst was the cool thing.
You didn't have no other name before Blxst? You know, so you landed first role on Blxst.
That was the first name I ever chose.
Did you spell it like how you spell it now?
Nah, I spelled it regular with an A.
And when did you put the X in it?
When I got older, I started learning about branding and marketing. I'm like, let me make it unique, make it my own.
Hey, man, let me tell you, bro. Have you ever gotten off like a plane or something and your transportation's there? Do they mess up on your name all the time? Or you look at a flyer or something, or look at a marquee?
For real.
Nah, not at all. They put your real name.
Oh yeah,
down,
yeah. Do you tell people your real name?
Yeah.
Why you didn't go by? Is it Matthew?
Yeah.
Why?
You funny. You funny.
Why you just didn't go by your first name? Everybody else saying like
don't nobody want to listen to Matthew.
You crazy as hell.
What's up, Matthew?
You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine if you came and be like, yeah, we got Matthew in the neighborhood? You know?
Sound like a gospel song for to come on or something.
And it should be. But you know what? That's probably your next calling though. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
Let's get all this harmonic and this beautiful music that you're making. And then the next wave, probably, who knows, Blxst?
Facts.
It probably be for the Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't know. We don't know. So at one point, did you ever think about stepping away from the name Blxst?
Yeah, I did. I actually wanted to change it when I got older. When I
How old are you when you first go with Blxst?
When I first, probably like 16.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Made a lot of sense then.
Yeah, it did.
Make more sense now, though. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So what name were you thinking about other than?
Changing? I don't know. I don't think I came
so it didn't go that far.
Yeah, it didn't go that far.
Hey, man, do you know what my name was before I became Big Boy?
Nah.
Yeah. You think that you had a problem with people saying Matthew.
Yeah.
Before I became Big Boy, my name was MC Scratch.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not that fucking funny, homie.
He hit you with the, oh, no.
Yeah,
no.
Oh, no, my man. Yeah, do you know my name beforehand? But no, and I thought it was clever, too, because I'm at the same age. I'm like, 14, 15, 16, and I'm like, man, MC Scratch. Because I used to rhyme and I used to DJ. And I was like, oh, yeah, MC for the rapping, Scratch for the DJing. Can you imagine the burnout factor on MC Scratch? Like, you would really be looking at your itinerary, be like, yeah, we got to go do MC Scratch. Right. We got to be there by 10. Were you always solo?
Was I always solo?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No, I got a whole background that few may know, but you know, if you know, you know.
Daddy over there shaking her head.
Oh, they know for sure.
Oh, yeah,
she know the history.
Yeah, but how do you separate? And I don't mean completely separate like there's a problem. But you know how when you get in, and even the same way when I started radio, I kind of came in with my partners. You know what I'm saying? And then it comes to a point where you have a different dream or a different vision for however it may happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did it go from group to what looks like solo?
I think maturity, honestly, just finding out who I wanted to be individually. And I think what made me cross that barrier was having a son.
Yeah,
understanding what I want for him and understanding that it's bigger than just me now. So I got to create a future and a legacy for him.
How old is your son?
He's 4 now.
Hey, man, it's a different kind of hustle, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a very different, and it's crazy, man, because you're already getting out there and doing what you do for yourself.
Yeah.
But then when you say, man, nah, I got to take care of someone else and really take care of them. You know what I'm saying? We're building human beings, bro.
Crazy.
We're building lives.
Crazy.
How do you do all the enoughs, though, where you homie enough, daddy enough, artist enough? How do you split? Is it difficult to split that time?
Yeah, it's no perfect way to do it. I feel like it's an ever-learning process, but I'm learning as I go how to manage, like, family time, business time, travel, and I got a therapist now.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just trying to
hey, man,
structure everything mentally.
They brought that attention. I'm paraphrasing. They brought it to my attention, a tweet that you had put out, and it was like, it shouldn't be this hard to find a therapist.
Facts.
Now, what brought you to therapy? Because, and now we have those conversations, Blxst, but I'm also cut from a cloth where when you heard, people don't even say shrink anymore, but shrink used to be like, oh man, he crazy, or he talking to a doctor, so on and so forth. And now we talk about therapy.
Yeah.
When did you realize, like, man, I do need to see a therapist?
It was always in the back of my head because my mom is a mental health counselor.
Oh, hell.
So she always like instilled that in us, but it still took a certain point for me to just like, you know what, let me try it out myself. And then my peers around me, they always advocate for that as well.
Yeah,
so.
man. That's good to have that circle around you too.
Yeah.
And what made you, is it life things that you feel like man, I need therapy, I need to talk to someone?
Yeah, like everything just been happening fast, especially last year was a big year for me. And I think people don't really understand like how much of a transition that was.
Yeah.
Even from being a quiet kid to being like the next up, quote unquote, from LA, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just taking it all day by day.
Yeah. And how long have you been in therapy?
I'll say like 2 months now.
Yeah. Can you tell a difference now?
Yeah, I feel lighter.
Yeah.
Like I view the world differently. Like,
and it's so, and I feel too though, Blxst, like it's so much more that's going to be coming up. You know what I'm saying? And there's no real time where it's like, because we feel sometimes like we could push things off. We got time. You know what I'm saying? And actually getting into therapy and talking to someone, that's major. And having that conversation, there's somebody else that's listening.
Exactly.
That, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we could push them forward as well. Because I'm pretty sure that there's a lot on your plate. And there got to be possibly a lot more coming on your plate. Yeah.
For sure.
So let's talk about the album, bro.
Okay.
You know what I love? Now, I haven't had a chance. I've heard certain things because you released. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't had a chance to sit down and get married to the album because for some reason y'all haven't gotten it because they know I bootleg people projects. But the one thing that I do enjoy is even when I'm looking at the track listing, there's about 13 on there, right?
Yeah.
No song is over 3 minutes on there.
I guess not.
Lord have mercy, I love that. And no disrespect to any other artists out there, but sometimes people give you 22, 25 songs, and it just get harder to listen to all that shit.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So why did you narrow it down to nothing but like 13 songs or 12 of intro, things of that nature?
It wasn't even intentional. I think I just do what I feel that I would listen to.
Right.
I don't like projects with 40 songs on there because, my attention span is short. But I did what felt good, and it felt timeless to me. So I think the people are going to appreciate that.
When do you know it's done?
It's never done.
Yeah.
It's never done.
Yeah, it's hard to separate yourself from and say, okay, well, now these are the ones right here.
Yeah, I'm my biggest critic like everybody else. So it's always something that I could fix in a song.
And is the album called Before You Go?
Yep.
Why that title?
Before You Go, to me, is more so like a note to self. Like speaking on the transition I feel like I'm facing, whether it be leaving some things behind or taking some things with me. So it's like before you go, ... and you'll hear different messages in the project.
Hey, man, with so many people, like either co-signing or features, we hear, assist leader now, the next up. How do you choose who's going to be on the album when you've shared so much with others?
The only song on the project where I was like, I gotta have this feature was
Rick
the one
Ross?
with Rick Ross. That was like, I didn't hear nobody else on that song, and I needed that stamp of approval from like an entrepreneur point of view, because that's the route I want to lead outside of being an artist. But damn, I forgot the initial question. Oh, how did the features come together?
Do you smoke?
I don't.
Damn.
But my mind is racing.
Everywhere.
Hey, man,
it's early, big. Give me a break.
But
it's
let me
early.
tell you, too, because I do the same thing. Well, I'm like, okay, what was I saying? And now I don't even know what I ask you.
But it came back to me though.
But it ain't came back to me yet.
You said, how did I go about picking the features for the project?
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, that's right.
At least we on the same page.
Well, now we are. You know what I'm saying? We both sit up here in therapy with brain damage. You know? So you say Rick Ross was the one that you felt like, I gotta have Ross on here.
Absolutely.
Really.
Yeah.
And when you sit down, man, how many, if we get 13, how many do you record?
If we get 13,
if we get 13 songs on the album, how many do you actually record before you do you just
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I just keep recording. I'm still recording to this day, trying to, beat out songs that I did years ago. So, but in order to make a project, I just make sure it's cohesive, it tell a story, and everything is aligned.
Do you feel like you've done that? You know how people say, man, this is my best work. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I did that to my best ability. I let the people judge, but to my best ability.
And growing up in Los Angeles, man, where did you grow up at around? And then you moved to the IE as well?
Yeah, so I grew up on the east side.
Yes, sir.
75th and Central to be exact.
Yes, you did. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, and then I have moved with my pops halfway through that.
Really? And Pops lived in the IE?
Yeah, he stayed in Upland.
Really, though? How do your family feel about where you are now?
Man, they're so proud of me. I was just with my mom yesterday.
That's dope.
Just announcing her everything that's been going on with the project release and everything. She proud of me.
You have brothers and sisters?
I do.
How many of you, mama asking?
My mom I got 2 sisters on my mom's side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know exactly what that meant. He was like, I don't want to
How
say about
black
Pops.
families is.
Yeah. I got 2 sisters on my mom's side. Are we talking about play cousins too big? Are we talking about play cousins?
Say about half brothers.
Hey, man, do your family know you made it?
Yeah, they feel like it's crazy. Like, just knowing who I was in my family and knowing who I am now.
What does that mean?
Just, I was the quiet kid, like I said, in the corner. Now I pull up to the party.
Were you
just
shy?
Like, oh, what's up, cousin?
Were
I
you
was
shy?
for sure.
Why?
I don't know. I just was.
Hey, man, but you know what's crazy about that, Blxst? Is some of the most reserved people.
Yeah.
That's the most quiet, like either the studio, whatever, acting, but it becomes where the stage or something like that, the stage is their cage. You know what I'm saying? Where you see the most people that's the quietest in the room make the biggest noise publicly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean that goes from Michael Jackson. I mean, pick anyone that's not as boisterous, but that sit there and it's like, man, that's little homie right there. Like, that's Blxst. That's who's doing that.
Yeah.
Do you feel a pressure from us that now you gotta represent the West Coast well? Because I'm giving that to you. Pressure.
I don't think it's a pressure.
No, it's a pressure, bro.
It is.
Oh my God, it's a pressure. Oh my God, man.
It's
we
not a
had
pressure
a caller
like
this
that.
morning. I told the caller, I said, man, hopefully he don't fuck this up. That's what we told him this morning.
Honestly, like, I feel like everything is set up for me to succeed right now. I got a solid support system. I'm not in a fucked up deal.
Yeah.
So I'm able to fully focus on being the best version of myself. That's why I'm so confident in what I do. Hey,
Blxst, and you know how, like, if you listen to the music, the collabs, and the people that mess with you, but it was never like, was there a presentation? You know how sometimes it'll be someone and they'll say, he's part of this crew. He's part of that. You know what I'm saying? Was there a presentation that I missed, like being part of something? Or was it just you kind of moving solo and moving around other people?
I was moving around trying to figure it out for the most part.
And there was no real put you on type of thing.
Nah, not at all. No major cosigns.
Yeah. How do you make enough noise where people know exactly where you are? As far as like moving from here, moving to this person, doing production. Because the lane in music, bro, it's very crowded to actually stand out. So is it just a hard work, one oo-wop at a time?
I think it's the mentality you have. Like any situation you a part of, you got to bring something to the table. So early on, I knew like I had to shake hands, even though I was, introverted.
Right?
Nah, I still had to, get out in the field and feed the streets.
So you had to work on that.
Yeah.
You know how some people, they could walk in and be the most highest in the room or the loudest in the room. You had to work on.
Yeah. I'm still working on it, but I think people can feel my genuineness.
Is that what brought you to therapy as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Really though?
Yeah.
Really though? Are the homies in therapy with you?
Not with me, but
Oh, take them with you, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Take them. Now, who's your partners that you have here with you today?
I got Direct Dev. That's the head of media at Eagle.
Go ahead now.
And I got the president of Eagle, Vic, up in here as well.
Hello. What made you say I need my own thing? You know, because usually people want to be a part of something. Man, no, I got to get co-signed. I got to get on with such and such. What made you go ahead and brand and push Eagle yourself?
Man, just listening to the ones before us.
Yeah,
you
man.
can't help but feel Nip's presence whenever you're doing anything being from LA. So ownership was the first thing on my mind, even entering the business.
Yeah, a lot of people did pay a tuition into the School of Experience for other people to kind of jump onto as well, man.
That's a fact.
Jump onto. So the album, as we're sitting here, the album's coming. Yep. You don't smoke, so 420 ain't nothing to you. Have you ever smoked?
I did. I had a horrible experience.
I love it. Talk about it, brother.
Oh, my God.
Well, you didn't die?
No, I didn't die.
There it is. You know what I'm saying?
But, yeah, I was probably like 12, 13, smoking in the backyard, trying to be grown.
That's what you
I was so high. I was zooted out the game. I went to school high the next day. Like,
damn.
I had to check out. It was all bad.
Was it weed or did somebody give you like some meth or something?
It had to be some meth.
Or stepped on and give you a 50 pour, some PCP or something like that?
It had to be. I don't know.
Hey, man, and now you're a father. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important job that we'll ever have in our lives, man, is actually being a father. What kind of father is Blxst?
Man, I'm a father. I think I'm a leader.
You're present too, though, huh?
I'm present. I'm passionate, compassionate.
Yeah.
I just try to be intentional with everything I do. Understand that he's watching everything.
Was he at Disneyland with you when I interrupted your family today?
Of course.
Sorry about that, man.
You interrupted it?
Yeah, I interrupted it, man. Yeah, I interrupted it, and he said, you know, he was like, oh, but it was very it was a very nice text. He didn't say, Big, I'm over here with my son. You ruined our day. You know what I'm saying? But he did say he was gonna call me back.
And I failed.
Don't say failed, man.
I didn't fail.
Nah. You didn't call me back.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. Did you know you didn't call me back before you walked in here?
I didn't.
You know why?
Threw me off with that.
Do you know why I booked the interview?
Why?
Just so I could be petty enough to say you didn't call me back.
You cold.
Yeah, I'm a cold piece. Blxst in the neighborhood. Y'all stick around. Y'all radio's Big Boy neighborhood. Before you go, new project. Make sure you guys grab that. Hello.
Blxst, with your squad, your crew, the way you move, when it comes to, obviously, you not smoking, how do you feel about the people around you? Do you have any rules?
No, not at all.
In the dressing room or anything
do what
like that?
they do. I let them do what they do. I try to limit the smoking in the studio because it can fuck with my voice. But yeah, I don't judge.
Gotcha. How is the process of recording a track or producing something in the studio? What's the vibe? What's the setting?
The vibe is pretty calm. I don't really like too many people in the studio. Probably get a couple candles up in there just to feel like, sensational. I like solitude whenever I'm in the studio, and I record mostly at the crib. So if I'm in a session at a big studio, it's usually with another artist.
Hey, man, you know how there's some people that work, and I'm pretty sure you worked with them as well, and it'd be 1 million people in the studio. Dude, I went to, every time I go to the studio with Game, I'm like, man, did this dude put this up on social media?
Open
Is there a flyer out? Like, man. And this is during the pandemic. And Game, if you hear me, bro, Game got something coming that's amazing.
That's fine.
But, bro, have you been in the studio with Game?
Yeah.
Was it?
It's like a little function up in there.
Man, tell me about it, bro. It's like, how many people were in there? 200, 300?
Nah, not at all. It wasn't that many people.
50?
Nah, I think it was like 10.
40?
But it was a small.
Oh, you must have caught him on a Saturday at like 7:30 in the morning or something like that. Because every time I go, I remember one time, man, this is the pandemic. This is like a couple months ago. Yeah. And he was like, Big, I want you to hear the project. I want you to hear what we're working on. All right, cool. I said, I'm there. I said, man, there's going to be a lot of people. And he probably thought I asked him that because I wanted to be there. He was like, oh, I'm going to turn. It's a lot of people. I was like, well, man, pick me another day. Yeah. Light some candles for some solitude, as you say, where we could just chill out, man.
Right.
Has there been anyone, Blxst, that you've met that you couldn't wait to meet, or you trip off that you know that person, or they know you and your music now?
Anybody that I met, Nas,
aside from me,
Nas was crazy. Me, Nas, especially watching Belly and things like that. That was one of the ones. And he a Virgo like me, so that's
when's your birthday?
September 17th.
Yeah, I'm September 8th, my brother.
Let's go.
There it is. Where you going? I'm down. What'd you say? Let's go.
Wait, what did you say?
You said let's go. I was like, I'm down. Where we going?
Oh no, we're not going nowhere.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to treat me for a birthday gift or something like that.
Man.
How old are you, Blxst?
I'm up there.
Yeah, I don't think you are.
I'm down there too.
Yeah. You know why I don't think you up there? Because a lot of the references that you make to certain things let me know that you're not up there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how old you think up there is, but I know you're not up there.
Nah, yeah, I'm not up there.
Believe that, man. Blxst in the neighborhood. Y'all stick around y'all radios. When I come back, Blxst, I want to do something with you called for real, for false, for false. I'm just going to ask you some questions. If they for real, let it be known. If it's for false, throw that away. Y'all stick around y'all radios. We got Blxst in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood. Big Boy's neighborhood, Blxst in the neighborhood. For real, for false, Blxst. Blxst, his uncle introduced him to hip hop, and his uncle was a former rapper.
For real.
Really though?
Yeah.
Do you remember your uncle's rap name?
Yep.
What was it?
Why Not IQ?
Why Not IQ?
Yeah.
And you laughed at MC Scratch?
What the hell's that?
He got my uncle, man. He gonna watch this too.
Yeah. Now, was he Y, the letter Y, or did he spell out why not?
It was like why not?
Really
spelled
though?
out.
Hey man, so now is it safe to say that you surpassed your uncle in your career?
Man, my uncle gave me so much gems. Yeah. It's only right. I think that's what it's all about though when your young ones coming up.
Right. Bino, Zakari, the list goes on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done a song with your uncle who introduced you?
I didn't. I haven't.
You haven't done one with the infamous Why Not IQ?
I haven't.
You know what, man? Continue building up the fan base and the accolades, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on that Why Not IQ collaboration. All righty, for real, for false. He broke his ankle in high school skateboarding.
For real. I did.
Do you still skateboard?
Nah.
Will you get on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still mess around.
So you skate? Did you skate a lot?
Did I skate a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was heavy.
You ever thought about like that would be something professionally? You know how we?
Yeah, I thought until I broke my ankle.
How bad did you break it?
Pretty bad.
You played sports as well?
Nah, I didn't play sports.
So with the ankle break, you was off the skateboard.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
How long were you? How long were you recuperating?
Probably like a couple months. Couple months.
He looks up to Adam Sandler. For real, for false.
For real.
How is that?
I don't know. He's just a GOAT. The way he always used the same cast in different movies. Yeah. It was this YouTube video I watched where they broke down how all the movies he did is connected in a certain way.
Yeah, man. I did a movie. I did 2 movies with Adam Sandler. I did one, The Longest Yard.
That's crazy.
And The Longest Yard, man. Have you ever seen The Longest Yard, the one that Adam Sandler did?
Yeah.
It was supposed to have been, I forget, the dude that they wanted me to play was named Cheeseburger. And I think Terry Crews ended up playing that part. But they was like really hitting and they was doing stuff. And that's like right when I had surgery and I lost the weight. And I had a lot of complications, bro. Yeah. And I was like, man, I can't do that part. So he ended up doing something for me anyway while I was still in the movie. And then have you ever seen Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo?
Yep.
Yeah, well, don't watch that one again.
Legend.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's a classic.
Oh, man, you stop that, man.
It is, man.
Yeah, you stop that, man. Yeah, that's one of the movies where you look back that you will never do again. You know when you do something for a time period and then you're like, all right, I did that. You know, I show my kids the movie. My son was like, Dad, that's you? I was like, oh, man. You know,
That's crazy.
Look at the house. Look at the house. Look at the house. You know what I'm saying? You're vegan. Are you still vegan?
I'm a vegan now.
Really though?
I'm a vegan.
And what's a vegan?
I participate when necessary.
I heard that. You're conscious.
Yeah.
But you will eat some meat.
No, I won't eat no meat. I would say I'm vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
In that case.
Okay, so what does vegan, vegetarian?
It's a fake vegan.
Boom. All righty.
Yeah.
So are you pescatarian or vegetarian?
Vegetarian.
So no fish.
Sometimes.
Pescatarian.
Hey, man. Vegan it is.
He was like, Big, it depends on where I'm at, how hungry I am.
What day is it today?
He was like, Big,
I feel interrogated right now.
You ever been to Istanbul, Big? You ever been to Istanbul? You know, sometimes you can't find some vegan stuff out there, Big. So yeah, I'm gonna try a little something. He was like, man, you sitting over there gastric bypass, Big. Don't say nothing about me. So it's vegan.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Vegan.
Did you ever go strictly vegan where it was no dairy, no this? How long were you vegan?
Like 7 years.
What?
Yeah.
Were you a green vegan or were you a French fry vegan?
I was, in between the middle.
Okay, all right.
In between.
Really though? Do you cook?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you have a hobby that you haven't shared?
A hobby that I haven't shared? Nah, I'm pretty boring. I ain't gonna lie.
I love that.
I like to bowl. I like to play pool, things like that.
No collecting cards. No collecting.
Nah, I'm probably.
Hey man, when we think you out somewhere turning up, you at the house, huh?
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm at the house.
Yeah.
I'm at the house.
I heard
on my computer making a song or making some graphics or something.
I heard that, man. Well, stay to where you are. Are you gonna come back and hang with us in the neighborhood,
sure.
man?
I feel like I'm at home now, right?
Go ahead now, man.
We family now, right?
We've been family. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We've been family. Just got to make sure you call back. Y'all stick around your radios. We got Blxst in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood. Big Boy's neighborhood, Blxst in the neighborhood, man. Blxst, Snoop Dogg gave you the key to the city.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. He just be giving them things out though. Man. You know what I'm saying? He be like, it's like that Oprah, that old Oprah with the cars. He be like, you get a key, you get a key. No, what does that mean to you, bro? To get the key to the city.
That's you know what I'm saying? Man. My sister is the biggest Snoop Dogg fan, so that's just crazy that he even said that.
Yeah. Hey man, and Dogg is one of those people, bro, and taken from E40, veteran and relevant at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, that dude done seen a whole lot in his career and continues to be, and it's crazy because you don't even put Snoop Dogg as like Snoop Dogg the rapper. You just say Snoop Dogg because he's put such a brand together. Yeah. So when he say the key to the city, is that verbally or did he actually hand you something?
Nah, he just said.
Man, tell that dude to hand you something, man.
He handed me we got a song together, so that's fire.
That is true.
Know? And he pulled up to my show, my sold out LA show, so he handed me that too.
Hey man, what does that feel like to sell out at home though?
Man, that's the fires.
Yeah.
I feel like the king. I feel like Kobe at the Staples Center.
Hey man, and it's got to be amazing because some people say too, Blxst, that some of the hardest places to perform is at the living room, is at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can go and it'd be great other places, but then at the house we so used to seeing people, or we fickle. You know what I'm saying? We want to watch somebody like this.
Yeah.
So to sell out at the house, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and to see your peers, and also when you say Snoop pulled up, man, it's like people were there by design because they wanted to. That's got to feel crazy that people knew exactly what they were going to wear, exactly what kind of traffic they were going to deal with.
Yeah.
To come and see you perform, bro.
That's dedication.
Yeah, man, and it seemed like there's no end in sight. I've seen it a lot in my career. And, man, I can't wait to see the rest of your journey, bro.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you for coming into the neighborhood, man. Make sure you come on back.
Absolutely.
There it is. No, I mean like tomorrow.
Okay.
There it is. Right. He gonna. Watch you not be here tomorrow.
I'm gonna pull up with him now.
Who with Terrence the Champ?
With the blunt.
There it is. Yeah. Well, hey, man. Yeah. One of our guys named Terrence the Champ. He's in here. And Terrence, come on over here, man. This is my partner right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of our listeners. Been down with the neighborhood for a while. This is him right here, man. Go ahead and look right in that camera. He don't know where to. He was like, what's happening? I got it. He was like, man, what's happening? All right, cool. All right.
Happy 420.
Go ahead now. Now he done dated the interview. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
He don't know what date it is.
I asked him a question, man.
Okay, all right. You here?
He rung a bell when he said, when you asked him where did he grow up at, he said 75th and Central. And I grew up over there.
Wow.
And I wanted to ask you, when the last time you ate at Lucy's?
That's crazy. I ain't ate at Lucy's in a minute.
When the last time you been to liquor banks?
Yeah, you from over there for sure.
He like, hey man, when was the last time you saw that crack right there in front of that B of A? He just gonna start asking you all kind of crazy stuff. No, one more, big. One more, big. When was the last time you traveled down and you was in the wrong neighborhood because you saw some villains or anything like that? No. Okay, just checking.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hell yeah. Anything else before you get down?
That's it, man.
All right, there it is right there, man. Big Boy in Terrence neighborhood. Y'all stick around your radios, Big Boy's neighborhood. If the dog and the cake cost had a race, who would win?
What's the cake cost?
About $10. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Yeah, man, I know I'm childish. Y'all stick around your radios. We got Blxst in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.